Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out the classic Infernal Affairs trilogy released on Blu-ray by Criterion. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So, not too long ago here on the channel, I released a video based on the Japanese special edition DVD set of the Infernal Affairs trilogy. You can go back and check that out to see what's included because there was a lot and I loved it. It was very, very good, but it didn't blow me away in terms of its quality and its extra content was quite cool, but a lot of it wasn't English subtitled. Now also, some of that was included here on the Tartan Asia Extreme Infernal Affairs trilogy, which I originally had picked up when they were first released way back in 2004, 20 years ago that I first got my hands on these. That is incredible. I can't believe that much time has actually passed. And I love these movies, I really do, as does everyone, quite clearly. But when I was out in Japan and I saw this special edition release here for such a good price, I thought I really wanted to get my hands on it. It comes with a book. Go and check out the video. I'm not going to waste your time. Anyway, there's a lot of special features on there that were on these releases, and with this new Criterion Blu-ray release which I finally got my hands on because I really wasn't blown away with the quality of that Japanese edition, I figured it was time to reach out, put the hand in the pocket, reach out and grab myself a copy. And I found it at a very decent price, I have to say. But I'm kind of looking at the extra features here, and I think a lot of what is on both the Japanese and the Tartan Asia Extreme releases are included here also. And of course this time it's going to be with English subtitles, so that's even better. But here it is, the Criterion release. I love that shot. It is beautifully designed, as are most of Criterion's releases. They're always quite funky and cool and very classy, I have to say. So let me quickly get into this and share it with you, because I don't really need to go back through the history of all my other releases there, because we've done that before in the past. Please, as I say, go back and check out. If you want to see what the special edition from Japan includes, go back and check that video out. But for now, we are focusing on this beautiful little edition here, the Infernal Affairs trilogy from Criterion. And it does state on the sticker, on the plastic there, that it is director approved. So these restorations, let's just say 4K digital restorations, have been approved by the directors. So with this gorgeous release, before I get stuck into it, I'm just going to read out what it includes. Of course, you have the 3 Infernal Affairs movies there. You have the director-approved 3 Blu-ray special edition features. New 4K digital restorations with 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio tracks. Audio commentaries for Infernal Affairs and Infernal Affairs 2, featuring co-directors Andrew Lau, Wai Kung and Alan Mak, as well as screenwriter Felix Chon Man Kung. An alternate ending for Infernal Affairs, I remember that being part of that other collection there. A new interview with Lau and Mak. Archival interviews with Lau, Mak, Chong and actors Andy Lau Takwa, Tony Leung Chiu-wai, Anthony Wong Cho-sang, Kelly Chen, Wai Lam, Edison Chen Kun-hei, Eric Chang Chi-wai and Chapman To Man Chak. I've never seen them graced with their full names before on these kinds of releases. That's nice to see. There's making of programs, which again I remember being on here. Behind the scenes footage, which I remember being on here. Deleted scenes and outtakes, trailers and new English subtitle translations, plus an essay by film critic Justin Chang. Wonderful, lovely packed edition there. May never have to go back to these releases ever again. I can see here we have got the alternate ending here on the Tartan ones, also the behind the scenes, outtakes reel, things like that. So I never had, when I was doing my initial video there for the Japanese special edition, I had just moved house and my studio was all packed up, so I didn't have time to really compare those Tartan Asia ones with it, but a lot of what I'm reading there was also included on this. I'm kind of guessing that's all carried over here, and that's fine. I'm very, very happy with that. Inside here it slides out as so, and I can see a little booklet here which I'm very happy for, but let me pop that out. First of all, there's always, I mean, you can't release Infernal Affairs unstylishly. It always is going to look good. It's always going to look amazing because of the kind of movies that they are. Here we have Infernal Affairs 1, 2 and 3 in the back here, as you can see with the discs. Nothing too special in there, although there are some background pieces and shots. I'm actually not even going to try and pull that out. I don't know if you're going to capture that there with the reflection. But yes, I mean, there's not a lot really going on inside, which I'm not really surprised at. The booklet itself, though, as you can see, the front cover as such, and on the back, another great shot from the movie, which I think Infernal Affairs did amazing things for the rooftops of Hong Kong. And we'd seen them forever. We've seen them for years in many Hong Kong movies. But with Infernal Affairs, it really took it to a next level and made it extremely stylish to shoot your movie on a rooftop. Which a lot of movies that quickly followed copied. Not only did they copy the rooftop settings, they copied pretty much the theme of Infernal Affairs, the layouts, the characters. Everyone wanted to do the next Infernal Affairs, and that's fair enough. You know, you can see whenever something is as successful, you just got to look back as far as, let's say, Jackie Chan's Drunken Master, whenever everyone started making drunken boxing movies and kung fu comedies that really kind of tried to play off the success of Jackie Chan there. But this is nice. There's a lot going on here. Definitely a lot of text to get through. I'm not going to be able to take in all of that right now, but I will read this while I'm watching the movies. That is a very nice book there. And pretty much that is it in terms of what comes as a product here. I am going to, however, for the first time, be able to see these movies the way they were supposed to be seen, and that is in that 4K restoration. So I'm really hoping they blow me away. I have no need to put them up against either the Tartan Asia Extreme or the Japanese Special Edition, because I find that both of them were of similar quality. So this should really take things to a whole new level. But I will be right back in quite a few hours to let you know what I think. So, just back after checking out the Criterion Blu-ray release of the Infernal Affairs trilogy, and I have to say, wow, I mean, that was absolutely the best I have ever seen these movies look. However, there's always a however, isn't there? They weren't perfect. I'm going to be honest. Now, I mean, totally from those DVDs that I have, both the Tartan Asia Extreme and the Japanese Special Edition, this was an incredible step up, and the most of the scenes blew me away. They looked spectacular, especially Infernal Affairs 1 and all those blue rooftop scenes, the sky, everything looked gorgeous. But there was just certain scenes that were like, I don't know, questionable. I mean, they just weren't perfect. Now, Infernal Affairs 3, the picture quality of it was probably a bit more consistent, I would say, throughout the whole piece. But the first two movies, I don't know. I mean, there was just something not right there. Something not right. So in terms of that, it wasn't completely perfect. And I feel that there still could be a better presentation of these movies that comes along somewhere in the future. In terms of the sound was fantastic. Really loved that. The audio commentaries on both movies were fantastic. Really enjoyed listening to those. You had Alan Mack, Andrew Lau and Felix Chong there, of course, given their bit on Infernal Affairs 1 and 2. It's a shame there wasn't any for part 3. I did find with part 2, however, there was other people coming into that conversation there, into that audio commentary, and it almost seems like they were cutting parts of interviews with cast members throughout that, although it was never noted that was the case, and it was hard to decipher really who was who. The other thing about the commentaries is that I had to select the subtitles to listen to that. I noticed that when I did choose it, it went into the movie with the audio commentary, but the subtitles for the movie itself and not for the commentary, so I had to pick those, I had to choose those. On the first disc there, the new interview with Alan Mack and Andrew Lau ran for around 38 minutes in length, and it was fantastic. It was actually very, very enjoyable to watch. I really, really liked that. It was pretty cool to see. I did enjoy the 2007 interview also with Felix Chong. It was a wee bit more raw for sure, very raw. And he delivers it wonderfully in English. And then there's also the Hong Kong Film Festival organizer, Peter Chi, I think his name is, or Peter C. He is also interviewed throughout that piece. It runs for around 23 minutes in length. But very interesting on both accounts. I just felt that the one with Alan Mack and Andrew Lau was a much more fascinating piece overall. All the other extras on there pretty much are what has came before it on the DVDs, both on the Tartan release and the Japanese special edition, but in better quality for sure. Still a lot of it in 4:3 in terms of the making of and all that kind of thing, but definitely a lot more watchable than what I had seen previously on the DVDs. If you want a full breakdown of what is included though in terms of the special features, please go back to my Infernal Affairs Japanese special edition DVD release, where I literally break them down bit by bit in terms of their running length and everything else. I just couldn't be bothered doing that again here, since it was only a few weeks ago that I put that out there. But overall, I mean, yes, the quality is a hell of an improvement. The movies are fantastic. They look amazing. There was something there that just wasn't hitting it 100% for me. I just couldn't nail it. But definitely an absolute double thumbs up for me. Super glad that I do have it in my collection, and I have no need whatsoever to go back to those DVDs ever again. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store, or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews, and follow me on Instagram @InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu, and I will see you soon.